What's up, y'all? Just got here, but before I get into the main part of this video today, I just want to share something a little bit unfortunate that happened to me yesterday. Someone literally stole my damn bus pass. So, yeah, somebody stole my bus pass right off of me. So, I'm literally back into using my cousin's bus pass. So, I was hoping that I didn't have to ask him for his bus pass anymore, but it looks like that's going back to that until the end of this month. Because when I gotten that card, I was given a receipt, obviously, because after you purchase something, you get a receipt, basically to somewhat potentially help you in the future, possibly. But I wasn't thinking it like that. I really thought that a receipt was just nothing, in that you just get it after you buy stuff. But my dumbass threw it out because I thought that it wouldn't be much help for me, which it actually was helpful, because that could have easily helped me replace that card, so that way I can again get a replacement. But they also said, or not they, a friend brought this up to me the other day. Well, not the other day, but last night, because I literally made a Facebook post sharing my annoyance and my frustration because of it. And she actually told me that if I have the card registered, then I should be able to get a replacement for it with no issue. Getting it registered is basically creating a My Charlie account. So I'm pretty sure some of y'all know what that is. It's basically an account that you create, so that way it could potentially keep all the cards that y'all get registered. So that way, if any of them gets messed up, lost or stolen or whatever, you'll be able to use that account, because I'm pretty sure it would contain the serial number of that card. At least I think it does. If not, then you might have to actually keep the receipt that you get after you purchase the card, and then that would potentially help you keep your card registered, and that you would have to somehow memorize that serial number in order to replace it. I just now created that account last night, and if I kept that receipt that person gave me, I could have easily went and gotten that card replaced with no issue. But my dumbass didn't keep the receipt, and someone literally stole that card off of me. So yeah, I was a little tight, but at the same time, I wasn't surprised, because it's just a bus pass, so it's not that big of a deal. I just have to constantly ask my cousin for his bus pass again until the end of this month, because I'd gotten that card on the 29th of June, which was last month, and it goes on until the 31st of this month, which is the last day of this month. So I might have to unfortunately keep asking him for his bus pass until I can get me a brand new one. Because I don't know what it is when it comes down to me getting a bus pass, and I either misplacing it or I end up getting it stolen from me. So I don't freaking know, but I gotta wait until the end of this month so that way I can get a brand new one. So that sucks, but again, it's not a big deal. It's just a freaking bus pass. So like I said, there are people out there that don't have their passes, and that's literally because of them getting stolen, messed up, or lost. So Like I said, it's not surprising because when I was in school earlier in my life, you know, I used to always misplace my bus pass because I was brand new into high school, obviously, and I was still trying to get used to properly keep my bus pass secured so that way it won't get lost or I don't get it stolen. So, but that was back then. I'm fully aware that I need to keep everything I own safe so that way it don't get stolen. But this one right here is an exception because someone literally stole it off of me. So now I literally have no freaking idea who. But like I said, it's not a big deal. It's just a bus pass once again. So I'll get a new one at the end of this month. So that's the light of it. So, but until then, I have to constantly use my cousin's bus pass until then. So I was hoping that I wasn't going to have to ask him for it again, but it just went back to that. So till then, just got to hold off and wait. But the main point of this video today is something that I've actually, watched last night, and that's arguing if, which GTA game is better. Is GTA San Andreas better, or is GTA 5 better? Now, this was literally a video that I watched last night, and a couple of similar videos too in the past, where people are literally comparing GTA San Andreas to GTA 5, whether it's maps, characters, vehicles, weapons, or whatever the hell the case is. So I'm basically just gonna tell y'all a few things that I believe GTA San Andreas do a lot more better than GTA 5, obviously, because that game came out in 2004 and GTA 5 came out in 2013. So now, the reason why I think GTA San Andreas is a lot more iconic and a lot more superior than GTA 5 is, one, it takes place in the 90s. The 90s is all about the gang life, basically. It's all about what happens in certain neighborhoods around the city. So GTA San Andreas was all about the gangs. So you starting in Los Santos, obviously, it's all about the gangs and the gang wars that you get yourself involved in. Overall, you're dealing with a lot of gangs in that game. Like the Ballas, the Vagos, the families. You deal with the Forellis, I believe, the Sindacos, the Triads, I believe. The Mafia, probably. You deal with so much gang-like activities in that game, where in GTA 5 you don't deal with any of that, and that sucks because it really makes the game less realistic for some reason. At least what I heard. So basically, overall, GTA San Andreas took place in the 90s. And that's what Rockstar completely said about making their GTA games. They want to make their GTA games either in modern time or make it set back in the 90s, the 80s, or even the 70s probably. They are not going to go into the future. Like, I still feel as if that GTA 5 is the only game that took place in modern day time, including GTA 4, because it took place in 2008, which was modern day. But still, I still don't find modern day type GTAs all that fun. I always enjoyed the classics, all of that. So one reason why GTA San Andreas is better than GTA 5 is because it took place in the 90s. All about the gang life, all of that. Another reason why GTA San Andreas is better than GTA 5 is because of the map. 3 cities. GTA San Andreas has 3 cities. including you even go to one extra one in only one mission, which is Liberty City. And obviously GTA San Andreas obviously consists of cities like Los Santos, San Fierro, and Las Venturas. Los Angeles, San Francisco, Las Vegas. That game has 3 cities. GTA 5 only has 1, which literally contains only the Los Santos map, but just remastered. And that's literally it. And I also heard that in GTA 5 there's not many creepy areas for you to explore around GTA 5 besides Mount Chiliad, which I've heard, and the abandoned mine shaft. I heard those were the only 2 creepy places that you can go. But in GTA San Andreas, there's dozens. There's dozens that you can go to. So there's basically a lot more places to explore in that game than in GTA 5. So that's the second thing on why GTA San Andreas is better than GTA 5, because of the map. And because there's literally more than one city. So now, like I said, this is no particular order. Like I said, this is my opinion on why I think San Andreas is better than GTA 5. Now, I literally said that both games are awesome in their own way. I may have said that before in the past, or probably not, but like I said, games are not perfect, but some people can't claim that games are better than others. So, because of their map, characters, or whatever. So the next thing on why I think GTA San Andreas is better is obviously because of the characters, really. Obviously my man CJ, obviously. His brother Sweet, Ryder, Big Smoke, who else? Well, there's a handful of other characters. Salvatore Leone, he's in GTA San Andreas, but he only appears briefly in a couple of missions, but that's pretty much it. But he returned from GTA 3 and Liberty City Stories, so he's my man too. He was actually the star of GTA Liberty City Stories and in GTA 3. So yeah, and I believe there's a couple other characters, but I don't remember their names. But yeah, obviously the characters in GTA San Andreas. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my man Franklin, Trevor, and Mikey. Like, I think out of all 3 of them, I think Michael might be my best one, because he's more of a savage and a badass, to be honest. So in GTA 5, I think the only character in that game that I really like the most is Michael, because he's a badass and he's a savage. So, but I also like Franklin and Trevor too. But overall, we don't really get to notice their backstories because obviously there was no single player DLC for GTA 5, and if there were, we would have been able to look back at the lives of Michael, Trevor, and Frank, but nothing ever happened, so we never really saw or heard about how their backstories are. Unless if y'all look it up online, they might give y'all numerous of stories about what they all went through in their past lives. So, but overall, that's the next thing that GTA San Andreas does better, or has way better than GTA 5, is better characters, obviously. I think the next thing that GTA San Andreas has better than GTA 5 is realism. Yes, GTA San Andreas has a lot better realism than GTA 5. An example would potentially be the cops, for example. Like, the cops in GTA San Andreas are a lot more realistic. They have a lot more patience with you, obviously. And to me personally, I think the cops in GTA San Andreas are a lot more hilarious. Not only are they more realistic, they're obviously a lot more hilarious because they just are. Because as soon as you get a wanted level, they yell some hilarious lines at you, or there he is, cap him, cap his ass. Like, they are hilarious. The cops in that game are hilarious and realistic. As the ones in GTA 5, they are nowhere near realistic. Like, it's like as soon as you bump into them, they automatically pull their gun out at you and threaten to arrest you immediately because you're either just looking at them or you accidentally bump into them. Or if they were driving, one little tiny tap in the back of their car, they're automatically gonna come out and start shooting at you. Like, really? And there was even times where in GTA Online where you see someone have the cops on them, but later, as soon as you slowly drive past because you don't want to get involved, boom, you also got a 2-star wanted level for no fucking reason. Yeah, the cops in GTA 5 are absolutely annoying. They're extremely difficult to get rid of. It usually takes you roughly a minute or two, or maybe even 3 minutes just to lose them. Like, come the heck on, man. Yeah, the cops in GTA San Andreas are a lot more hilarious, a lot more realistic, and a lot more better in my opinion. Another form of realism is the driving. The driving in GTA San Andreas is a lot more realistic. A lot of cars in that game go a lot more quicker, obviously. There are certain customization options that are a lot more better than GTA 5's. One being nitrous. You can actually apply nitrous to your car. Like, seriously, you can literally put any damn car in a mod shop except for police cars, which is obviously understandable and more realistic, really. You can't customize police vehicles in that game because it's obviously more realistic, duh. But you can customize a taxi in that game in GTA San Andreas. Yeah, you can actually modify a taxi. You can literally take a taxi into a mod shop, change the color, put hood accessories on it, put a spoiler in the back, change the tires, put nitrous on it. Look at that. You can really customize any damn car in GTA San Andreas, except for cop cars, motorcycles, which is obviously understandable. Whereas in GTA 5, yeah, you can customize any damn car, especially a taxi and a police car, but you can only glitch them somehow to customize them. I don't freaking know. But there's a glitch where you can modify a cop car and or a taxi or whatever car that can't be customized in the LSC. You can glitch them to be modified. I just don't know how. Unless if I've been doing it all along, I just don't know how to properly say it. So, but overall, GTA San Andreas is a lot more better when it comes to vehicles and their performance and their customization options, probably. I could be wrong about that, but I just think San Andreas does a lot more better than GTA 5, obviously. I think there could be a lot other reasons why GTA San Andreas is better than GTA 5. The music. The music in GTA San Andreas is a lot more better, a lot more classier. In GTA San Andreas, I think the only radio stations I listen to is either K-Rose, which is the country radio station, KDST, which is the rock station, Radio X, which is more of a punk rock type station, a little bit of Radio Los Santos, which is the hip hop and rap station, KJ West, which is more of a Jamaican or a reggae type station. And I think there's one other station called Master Sounds 98.3, which is more into, I believe, pop or funk type music, I believe. And Bounce FM, which is all about funk, pop, and R&B. So overall, GTA San Andreas got a variety of music for you to listen to, as far as hip hop, rock, funk, pop, reggae, R&B. They got all of that in GTA San Andreas, and GTA San Andreas has much better, enjoyable music than in GTA 5. Like GTA 5 got decent songs that I listen to, definitely, but not as classic as GTA San Andreas. Not as classic as that game though. So yeah, so music, that's another thing that GTA San Andreas has better of than GTA 5, really. Again, there could be a lot of other things that GTA San Andreas has better than GTA 5. If y'all can think of any, let me know in the comments if I missed any, or if I should add any. I'm really trying to remember if there's anything else that GTA San Andreas has better than GTA 5. I want to say better missions, but at the same time, I know there are a couple of missions in GTA San Andreas that are kind of annoying, but kind of understandable too when you really, really listen to what the mission is telling you to do. But I think GTA San Andreas has much better enjoyable missions and side missions too. So a good example would be like side missions, like the vigilante missions, the fire truck missions, the paramedic missions, the taxi missions, where you actually get benefits from those missions. So after you complete level 12 of the vigilante mission, you'll get full armor. When you complete level 12 of the paramedic mission, you'll get full health, I believe. I believe when you there's also hold on. I think there's also a side mission called burglary, where you actually bust into people's houses and rob them. I believe after you complete some sort of levels on that side mission, or wait, not levels. I think if you steal a certain amount of money in that side quest, then you actually get infinite run, infinite sprint, and I think you also get infinite health too, I believe. Yeah, and when you complete, I think 50 fares of the taxi missions, I think you also get the bunny hop for every cab that you get in, and nitrous for it too, which is actually pretty nice. When you complete level 12 of the fire truck missions, you're gonna become fireproof, which is obviously nice. And I believe overall, when you complete the entire game, you might get, I think you might get $100,000, or I think maybe $500,000 probably. You'll get infinite ammo. Infinite ammo. I think you would probably get probably extra vehicle damage. So I believe you might get extra vehicle invincibility for every vehicle you enter. And I believe some vehicles will spawn in around the world. So basically in Grove Street, I believe a tank might spawn there. And on top of Sweet's house on Grove Street, a Hydra will spawn there. And basically any other side missions that you do, or any other properties that you buy, you'll be able to generate revenue for them, obviously. So if you like purchase like a car dealership, you would have to probably maybe export those cars, and then you'll be able to generate revenue every time and all that. So basically GTA San Andreas has better and enjoyable missions and side missions better than GTA 5, because I think the only other side missions you can do in GTA 5 is the taxi missions and the property missions that you do, and the strangers and freak missions. But that's pretty much it. But you don't really get much benefits from doing those missions, which is kind of retarded for some reason. So GTA San Andreas has much better side missions, better missions than GTA 5 overall. So, but again, I could be wrong. Everyone has their own opinions on these two games. Overall, they're both awesome games. I just think GTA San Andreas is slightly better than GTA 5. It might have a slight, it might have a better edge than GTA 5, but overall, they're still wonderful games. Again, anyone can have different opinions on them. So again, if I missed anything, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. If I missed anything. And if you did enjoy, like it up. Subscribe if you're new, obviously. Wow, it's damn near half an hour since I was recording. It's really just over 27 minutes. But thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. All right.